Oh. Hi, everybody. Rebecca Fuller again. We're going to talk about world currency. With so many things going on in the world around us, it's hard to pick one event. I feel like the government uses other events to distract us. While I agree, war, poverty, climate change, immigration, the war on drugs, the homeless crisis, the list goes on and on, are all very important issues. I worry about what they're not talking about: inflation and the devaluation of the US dollar. The US deficit is $723 trillion, and we just keep printing money. According to the Foundation of Economic Education, since 1933, the US dollar has lost 92% of the domestic purchasing power. And with the failure of two banks, it leaves me asking, how long will the US remain the world's revenue currency? I believe that if the US loses control over the world currency, it will have the biggest impact on the world, and that makes it the most important issue. Every time the US prints money, it increases inflation and decreases the value of money. When the government prints money, retailers raise the prices on goods, services, and lowers purchasing power and the value of money. If the government prints too much money, the money becomes worthless. Unless there is an increase in economic activity to back the money being created, printing money only makes inflation worse. The US used to be backed by gold, but since 1971, when President Roosevelt issued a proclamation that suspended the gold standard, we now use fiat money, which serves only as an exchange for goods and services and holds no real value because it's no longer backed by precious metals. With rising concerns in the stability of the economy and the banking system, it is important to remember that gold and silver hold their value under a collapsing currency. As much as we'd like to think other countries love us here in the United States, I would have to disagree. Many countries are growing tired of our control over them and are looking for the first opportunity to overthrow our system. Countries now work together to become stronger than the US as a collective, since no one country is strong enough. The BRICS is an acronym for 5 leading economic countries: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. And they are taking steps to de-dollarize their economies to protect themselves from sanctions and the US currency. They are gaining ground every year, and they're the greatest threat to the US dollar. Currently, the US controls the SWIFT system, the Society of Worldwide Interbanking Financial Telecommunication Services, that handle financial transactions and payments between world banks. The BRICS would like to gain control of international financial transactions. According to the United States Gold Bureau, central banks' gold and the decline of the dollar, Russian President Putin made remarks in June echoing the statement referring to BRICS, developing reliable alternative mechanisms for internal settlement and exploring the possibility of creating an international revenue currently based on the BRICS currency. In 2022, the United States imposed sanctions on Russia with the SWIFT system in an effort to weaken the country's economics after they invaded Ukraine. Russia and other countries are trying to get out from under the thumb of the United States. And we may be giving them the perfect opportunity. If you don't already own gold and silver, now might be the time to get some in case the US dollar continues to lose value. Perfect example. One, silver eagle, US value, $1. But because it's silver, it's actually worth $23, more than this fiat currency. The Feds raised rates 7 times in 2022 and continue to raise them in 2023. They do this in an effort to fight inflation and slow the economy. When rates rise, it becomes more costly to borrow money and discourages consumers from making certain purchases. The US government continues to spend money and borrow money that we don't have. Congress continues to raise the debt ceiling without cutting any costs. It's only a matter of time before the system collapses. The middle-class American will feel the collapse the most, and they are already feeling the impacts of inflation. It is important for all Americans to understand that printing money only increases the amount of cash circulating in the economy and causes every dollar you earn to be worth less. Have a great day.